The folder compare view resembles two Windows Explorer panes placed side by side. The name of the base folder being compared on the left side is shown here. The name of the right side folder is shown here. Colors are used to indicate comparison results. A legend that described what different colors mean is found in the View menu legend. In the current compare, all the files on both sides are displayed in black. That means the files on the left and right are identical. In this view of the folder compare, I've added a new folder on the left side. That folder does not exist on the right side. Note that the folder on the left side is colored blue. If we open the legend, blue-colored files refer to orphan files. An orphan file is one that exists on one side or the other, but not both. In this view of the folder compare, I've made a minor edit to the HTML file on the left side. Notice that it is now colored red. The file on the other side is colored gray. In the center, this little icon indicates that the two files are different. That's because I have previously executed a comparison of the two files. I did that by double-clicking the space between them. Note the differences are highlighted in red. I'll close the compare session. If both the left and right files should have the same modified date stamp, they would both be colored red. The folders are colored based upon the type of files they contain. In this view of the folder compare, I made an edit to one of the files inside the scripts folder. That means that the files on the left and right are no longer the same. Accordingly, the script folder on the left side is colored red. That's because it has a newer date stamp than the one on the right. A base folder can be a location on a drive or network, an archive file, or an FTP site. To change the left base folder, I'll use the Browse button on the toolbar. And I'll select this zip file. Okay. Note that the left pane display has changed, and all the files are now shown as blue. That's because there are no matches on either the left or right side. To change the right side base folder, I'll again use the Browse button. This time I'll click FTP Profile. I'll enter a host. Click OK. The right display has changed, and all the files are displayed in blue, meaning there's no matches between left and right side. To reset the base folders, I'll open the drop-down and pick one of the folders. I'll do the same for the left side. In the Sessions menu, I'll click Swap Sides. Notice that the base folders have switched. To change how I'm comparing the two folders, I'll click the Rules Toolbar button. By default, only size and timestamps are compared because they're quick. To perform a thorough compare, I'll enable Compare Content. Then I'll click OK. Note how the icons are filling in the center of the column here. The icons indicate the result of the content comparisons. I'll click the Rules Toolbar button and select the Handling tab. I'll enable Expand Subfolders when loading sessions. And I'll enable only Expand Subfolders with differences. This will force all the differences to be shown when the comparison is loaded. I'll click OK. In the Edit menu, I'll click Full Refresh. Note that folders containing differences were automatically expanded. You can control which files are compared by using file filters. In the Filters control on the toolbar, I'll select the HTML source preset. Notice that items have been filtered out of the display. I'll click the Filters toolbar button. I'll click Clear. In the Excluded File section, I'll type star.html. Click OK. I'll right-click on a file, pick Exclude, and click OK. I'll click the Filters toolbar button. and select the Other Filters tab. I'll click the Add button, and I'll elect to exclude files that are older than, and I'll enter 7. Click OK. This filter will exclude files that are older than 7 days. I'll click OK. Note that the display is changed and certain files have been excluded. To redisplay the items that have been filtered out, I'll click the Peek Toolbar button. By default, the filtered out items are colored teal. To hide them again, I'll click the Peek Toolbar button again. You can control which comparison results are shown. Note that the All Toolbar button is currently selected. This indicates that all comparison results are currently being displayed. I'll click the Show Differences Toolbar button. This hides any items that are the same. I'll open the drop-down on the Difference Toolbar button and select Show Orphans. Now, items that exist on both sides are hidden. I'll pick Show Differences again. Generally, folders are shown whenever items they contain are shown. I can force folders to appear by selecting Always Show Folders on the View menu. To hide folders that don't match the display filter, pick Compare Files and Folders, Structure. I'll pick Show Orphans. Now, folders are only shown if they contain orphans or if they themselves are an orphan. I'll go back and only display Show Differences. To hide folders that don't contain visible items, I'll select only Compare Files. Picking Ignore Folder Structure will clear the tree view and align files regardless of what folders they're in. I'll pick Compare File and Folder Structure again. Actions are performed on items that are selected. I'll demonstrate some selection techniques. Click an item to select it. Click and drag to select multiple items. Hold down the Control key and select additional items. If items are currently selected, holding Control and selecting an item will grab the additional item. You can also select an item, hold down the Shift key, select another item, and you'll select Arrange. Clicking in the center column selects both sides. I'll click the All Files Toolbar button. Once a selection is defined, I can determine which side are highlighted. I'll hold down Shift key and use the left arrow key. I'll use the right arrow key. And the right arrow key again. I'll go back to the left arrow key and select them all. The Folder Compare allows me to selectively reconcile differences. To copy this newer file to the left, I'll right-click on it. Equal and copy to left. I'll confirm by clicking Start. Notice that after the copy, both files are now colored black, indicating they are identical. To delete this orphan file on the right side, I'll right-click on it and click Delete. I'll confirm by clicking Delete. In the Search menu, I'll select Next Difference. Notice that the selection has moved to the next difference file. To ignore this difference, I'll right-click on it and click Ignore. Notice that the color of the file changed to black on both sides. Note that the Show All button is highlighted. And the files are no longer displayed as being different, regardless of the icon in the center. To ignore it, I'll right-click the file and click Ignore again. Note that the original difference coloration has been returned. A child session is a file compare generated from within a folder compare. I'll double-click this pair of HTML files, and I'll open a new text compare in a new tab. I'll switch back to the Folder Compare tab. Note that the Content Compare icon has been reconfirmed. I'll switch back to the Text Compare tab Note that the differences in the text compare are highlighted in red. Note the arrow indicating right to left or left to right. I'm going to copy this value to this side. I'll do that by clicking the arrow. Note that the differences are now colored black. I'm going to close the tab. I'm going to say yes, I want to save it. And back in my folder Compare, note that the difference icon has changed to indicate that the two files are now